Hey there, folks. Tony Martino here from Six Friends Cabernet and the Essence of Travel and Discovery. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Wines of the Month here. A special Wines of the Month here because November is Thanksgiving. And what better month to bring together food and wine for you. It's incredible. You know, as we are always doing some research on wines, different wines, and the history of wine, we found that wine goes all the way back to 6000 BC, where the archaeologists had found an urn that had some wine in it, and it's dated back to roughly to 6000 BC, which is pretty incredible. And then as you read over, thousands of years, and also to just even the last decade, really, wine has really always been the forefront with food. Always. Food, conversation, food and wine pairs all the time. Sure, you can drink a bottle by yourself, by itself, or by yourself, either way. But you get that chance to interact with folks, family, friends, people you've never even met. We've had here at Six Friends, because of what we've been doing in the atmosphere that we foster here, of feeling like you're in our own home, we have regulars in here that are such regulars that they're here every week, and they become very good friends, not only here, but outside of here. And it's all with wine and food. It's amazing how it brings everybody together. So wine has a whole classification by itself. It really does. So wine is conversations, it's peacefulness, it's relaxing. It's almost like a weight off your shoulders when you come home at the end of the day or at the end of the week, and you see that bottle sitting there, and you're like, I can't wait to open that. And you open that, and you have your first sip, your glass, and you're just relaxing. So it's peaceful, And again, conversation. So folks always intermingle with that, and we've been doing it now here for 2.5+ years, just at our restaurant here, going on 3 years. But also, my wife and I travel all over, from Canada to California to New York, all over for wines. And it's always the same thing. It's conversation. Even if you see nothing at all, just to sit there and have the peacefulness sitting in front of the fireplace, or sitting out like we were out in Napa not that long ago, and we sat out in the mountains there at the vineyard and just enjoyed some wine. It was just peaceful. So we always love that. So with Thanksgiving always brings together friends and family, right? So with that, it's always, wine always is at everybody's table. Wine has more conversation than, say, beer or spirits. Now, spirits offer more conversation as well, because there's more information you want to know, the history, and to the nose, to the palate. So wine and spirits that share a very similar context in conversation, right? Because they're always talking about, the different flavors to the nose, to the palate, the history of how it became and how long. So all that, which is really great. So now we're getting into with Thanksgiving tomorrow. So what I did is I posted on our website. If you go to www.sixfriendscabernet.com, if you look on there, go under the click on the more section, and if you hit the owner selection, not only will this video be there when I'm done with this and edit it, but also I posted a blog on there. If you click on the blog, it gives you a brief history, or not history, I'm sorry. Well, it does a little history, but also it gives you some ideas on how to select the perfect wine. So what I did is I took 2 wines that we have today. They're going to pair very, very well with your Thanksgiving dinner, because we always look at things like, matching body to body, place to place. It's complement and contrast, and then it's not it's the prep, not the protein. So, and you'll see in that article how I break it down. So I think you'll find it very informative. So what I did is I'm going to do this video here and explain just the 2 wines I selected. They're in that same article that will really kind of give you a little more background. All right, and also too, you get to see the wines that we're putting out there for you. So I think you'll enjoy. So the first one we have is a 2021 Weiss Gewürztraminer. I'm sorry, I said Merlot because Merlot is one of my favorites. So anyways, Peter Weiss Winery is located on Keuka Lake They're in a town of Hammondsport. So if you're coming from Buffalo, on like the thruway side, you're going to cut through. You're going to get into Penn Yan. They're in between Penn Yan. They're in Hammondsport, but they're in between Penn Yan and actually the village of Hammondsport. If you're coming from East Aurora and south, same thing. You're going to come through the village. You're going to come up about halfway. Peter does an awesome job. Him and his team. Joe Hope is a senior sales guy out there. Their team, Ashley, everybody, they take such good care of you. It's a beautiful, beautiful winery. Highly recommend to go out there and spend some time and take a look at their facility. Peter has done an awesome job of taking this. Now, Peter used to work for Dr. Frank's. Now he's been on his own for several years now, quite a while actually, and he's transformed this old winery into just an incredible, beautiful estate. And he keeps going. Peter does not stop. He keeps going all the time because he is not only trying to perfect the perfect wine, which they are absolutely delicious, but also he's trying to enhance your experience. So highly recommend going out there when you get a chance. It's a 2-hour drive from Buffalo here. Not a problem. Tell them Tony at Six Friends sent you. So this one here, paired with for Thanksgiving, and absolutely delicious. So let me kind of explain something to you. When we go out to these wineries and we taste these, my wife and I, Kim, we take our time to really get really enveloped into the history of the winery, the history of the winemaker, the knowledge, all the back information, so that when we bring this to you and we suggest these, these are coming highly recommended and they're not just pulled off a shelf and say, hey, buy my wine. Okay, so this one here, the 2021 Gewürztraminer, absolutely pairs perfect with turkey. Highly recommend this one. So this one here is a medium body white. To the nose, okay, let's slide this over here. To the nose, and remember the glass, folks. We were telling you. Now you don't have to do a lot of swirling with white wine. It's more the reds, but give your white a little swirl there. Introduce some more oxygen to it. Like we talked about on the last video. Oh, that's amazing. So right away, I'm getting apricot. I'm getting that spice. I'm getting some of that earthy tones right there. Oh, wow. Some minerality to it. Oh, perfect and well balanced. Gracious finish to the palate. But to the palate, I'm getting that spice. I'm getting that the hints of some honeydew in there as well. And definitely, you're getting that apricot that's coming out. So definitely, wow, this pairs very well with turkey because you have a little bit of spice from your salt and pepper that you have on there. You got a buttery glaze on top of your turkey, and even if you do a fried turkey, this is going to go perfect. So when you're doing that and you're taking that sip. It coats the palate. It coats the palate and then gets it ready for that taste of turkey. Whether you're doing dark meat, white meat, it doesn't matter. That is the perfect pair for that. So like I said, I marked all this information too down on our blog that I put there as well. So again, the 2021 Weiss Gewürztraminer, highly, highly recommended, especially to go out and see Peter Nett. You can get this. We can't sell the wine here. However, I will tell you this is at Premier Liquors up on Premier Wine and Liquors up on Transit Road in East Amherst. If you go out that way, they're down between Maple and Sheridan Drive. So I highly recommend you go check them out as well. The other one too is because we have a lot of red wine drinkers, and a lot of folks think, well, red wine, that mostly goes with, meats, steaks and stuff like that, which it does. However, a Pinot Noir, what's nice about the Pinot Noir is a medium-bodied red that really accentuates some of the flavors because it is a light red, which with the earthiness and stuff like that, it complements your turkey. Okay, so with the meat, face it, turkey. You have to have gravy on it. Turkey by itself is good, but put a little gravy with it, it'll really bring out the essence of the Pinot Noir for sure. So the next one that I selected is a 2019 Pinot Noir from Heron Hill. Heron Hill is also located Keuka Lake. They are, if you come through the village, you're going to go up. You're not too far from the village. They do a fantastic job here. We highly recommend to go out and see them as well. They have a beautiful estate out there that overlooks the mountain area and the valley and stuff. It's just absolutely gorgeous out there. And tell them Tony from Six Friends sent you as well. So this one here, it's a 13% alcohol to the nose. You know, you're getting some incredible. Well, you can see this if you can. Well, it's a little bit hard on there, but you can see where it's lighter. Okay, see right there. So it's a medium-bodied red. I'll just slide that over here for you. So let's check this out here. What do we have? Oh wow! Right to the nose. Raspberries, cherries, a little bit of spice in there too, actually. Wow, absolutely. Whew. Love Pinot Noir. You know, real quick before I get to the palate, Pinot Noir is a very finicky and difficult grape to grow, as I've mentioned before. Pinot Noir grows very well here in New York because of the climate we have. We have a very short growing season. We have average moisture, but also too the temperatures allow the grape, because Pinot Noir grows very, very well in cool climates. That's why it does very well in Washington and Oregon or higher. And if you look at, we're in the 45th longitude line, with between Napa and Washington and Oregon. We're right in that same same parallel there. So it really offers, New York offers a very good environment, one of the most best environments for Pinot Noir. So again, so this one here, you know, as we swirl around, remember the concentration of the glass, as I mentioned last month, is we keep the glass this way where it's wide at the bottom, smaller at the top. Reason for that is as you're swirling, you want to concentrate those flavors in there, all the while as you're swirling, it pulls in oxygen to really bring out those incredible flavors, as I mentioned, the raspberry and the cherries. Oh, absolutely delicious. So let's take a sip here. Ooh, perfect tannin structure, balanced acidity, getting that the shots of vanilla right there. Getting some spice to open up. The vanilla kind of brings it out, and then the cherries come in through, and then the raspberries, they're all of a sudden they just go like this. They start mixing around, they start dancing around to an incredible melody of flavor. That is absolutely delicious. Oh, folks, you're in for a treat here. You know, I can go on and on and on, but these are two amazing picks for your Thanksgiving dinner. So highly recommend. Again, it's going to be the 2019 Pinot Noir from Heron Hill, and then the 2021 Weiss Gewürztraminer from Weiss Winery and Estates, both in Keuka Lake, Finger Lake region, folks. Finger Lake wines, I will tell you, are really exploding. You know, we feel very honored and proud that we have been the forefront to a lot of that, and we're so excited to bring this to you. The Heron Hill also is available at Premier. You can give them a shot, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Folks, we hope that you have a great and safe Thanksgiving holiday. We look forward to seeing you too at some point soon. Enjoy this beautiful day. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. From our family to yours, happy Thanksgiving, and God bless.